My energy now is to make sure that, the history books reflect Tanisha's law.
Tanisha Anderson's family now a step closer toward accomplishing a mission.
This weekend marks 8 years since Tanisha died after being restrained by Cleveland police during a mental health crisis.
News 5 investigator Tara Morgan spent time with her uncle, and Tara, he's working on several initiatives right now.
Right, yeah, and so he visited the campus of Cleveland State and he handed out this information packet to students. He talked with them about Tanisha. He also shared with me a draft of what he would like to see as Tanisha's law in Cleveland. The hope is to get people talking about mental health and do more to help people in crisis.
This is nice. I like this.
Mike Anderson stands beside a picture of his niece in a space full of open ears.
Won't you take a look at this? You can take it with you.
It's mid-morning at Cleveland State University.
It happened to her in 2014.
Students rushing to class pause to listen to Mike tell his niece's story.
Her mother passed, and then I kind of picked up the ball.
Tanisha Anderson died in November 2014 after her family repeatedly called 911 for mental health assistance. She was bipolar and schizophrenic, but instead of help, police handcuffed Tanisha face down on an icy sidewalk. She later died in the hospital.
It's different emotions, you know what I mean? But, I had to continue to be strong and remember, that this is actually a purpose, and I'm glad that I was chosen to do that purpose.
Mike spent the last year and a half working with a small team of professionals at Cleveland State on how to connect with students and the community as a whole about mental health response. Part of their discussions brought them to this day to honor Tanisha and build a network.
Both as a citizen, as a resident, as a family member, and as a professional, there are ways that you can use that awareness to engage and to encourage people to push for change.
Anderson shared with News 5 a draft of Tanisha's Law, which Cleveland Councilwoman Stephanie Howes plans to introduce. Tanisha's Law would provide alternatives to people in crisis other than police. Howes says, as a city, there are already bits and pieces of resources. The issue is funding to make them readily available and letting people know they exist.
We have to do a much better job of making sure people know who to call, where to go, and that when that call is made and help comes, that help is compassionate, caring, and de-escalates in the appropriate way.
Last month, Mayor Bibb and the police chief discussed a $5 million proposal to pair more police officers with mental health providers after early success of co-responder programs.
We need this to be rolled out 24/7, not just in certain areas, but across the city, across the greater Cleveland community.
Mike says he's standing up for his niece and people who may need help one day, like she did.
So when this happens again, they'll know how to address a mental health crisis.
And Mike says this isn't about reopening a case or smearing the police. It's about change and nothing else.
And it's so important because those experiencing mental health challenges need a special level of care. Right. So tell us, Tara, what's next when it comes to Tanisha's Law?
Well, a date hasn't been set yet to introduce the ordinance. Mike says that they need to work out the language. So we'll keep you posted.
All right, Tara Morgan, thank you so much. We appreciate the work. Sure.